Hey everybody, thanks for being here on a Monday and hanging out. I'll be back to chat with you all soon.
everybody here can easily understand.
Hey everybody, happy Monday. I hit the wrong song. I meant to play that later. And I was like, oh, I'll just do it. And I was like, nah, I can't do it without playing it on the Pink Pia. That's just not right. Whew, I'm winded. 1 hour in, and we have 541 comments, and there was about 30-something plus people here. So thank you all for hanging out. A little highway star. Hello, Angelo. Hello, Rhodey. Hello, Eileen. Hello, Mike. Hello, Kristen. Hello, Rowan's Radio. There he is. Let's see. Gotta love Wah. I love Wah. Mom is in the house still, and we're gonna do Mom's tune next. So I'm not gonna stay here too long and chatting and saying hi to everybody. I will come back. So I'm just gonna say hi to whoever's the first, like 20 right here, right now, real quick. Bonfire. James. And Brutal Bob. Hello to everyone. Val Kimber. I saw you yell out Goose before. Very cool. Let's see who else is hanging out. Real quick, we have Rich GT350R and Brenda. Hello. All right, so we're gonna stop there. Jump to the end. And there's Miss Brienne. Hello, and Les. Hello, Les. And who else? Tone. Yes. Thank you. Tone. Oh, there he is. Tone. What's going on? Vince, says Eileen. Hello, Eileen. All right. Let's see. I don't think anybody else jumped in between that real quick time, so we're going to get back. Yeah, there's the other guitar. There's my other guitar, says Angelo. Angelo and I go back a bit. We met through Lou Palo, and that's what I'm going to do here now is this tune for Mom. We're going to do some rainbow. So you guys, while I'm tuning up, can throw some rainbows in the chat. Yeah, that would be really cool. Let's throw some rainbows while I'm tuning. Because y'all know what's coming next. Beautiful. A little sharp on the G. Hello, Adorable Anarchy. What's up? Hello. Let's get this. I think we're good. Yes. You are correct. Oh, what happened? Where did it go? Yes, you are correct. And I forgot to put on a clean sound. So let me attend to my guitar rig here. Let's put this over here. There we go. Get that there. Get this here. There we go. So Vince is gonna have a sip of his mushroom drink, and we have compliments of the fantastic and amazing. Let's quiet you down. There we go. The Guitar Spoon. Compliments of Lori's Mishmash, hooking me up with every color that is available, and I can match my guitars. So we have the black spoon for the black Les Paul. I only brought one other spoon down. I don't have a chrome guitar, do I? There we go. That's good. All right. Yes, rainbows. Thank you, everybody, for chatting it up. We're at 596. Let's get that to 1,000. Thank you, Bonfire and Miss Brienne, one of my students. I will see you tomorrow. BMG Kate, hello. We have more rainbows and flowers. Very nice. And more rainbows. Love it. Clean sound, clean boxers, clean socks. Yeah. Hey, super chat from Rich. Thank you for coloring up the chat box there on the old YouTube channel and tossing a couple of bucks. That'll go towards my my healthy mushroom drink. Yeah. That's right, James. Add the chrome guitar to the list. I might have to. They have that Joe Satriani chrome model. It's really hot. So I might have to do that. The closest thing I have to chrome is a Sparkle Silver. They call it charred silver. It has this black edge. John Petrucci model. Maybe I'll pull that out tonight. Yeah. Alright, so this one goes out to Mom. Hopefully you're still up. It's 10:10. Do you know where your children are? Remember that commercial, people? It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are? That's right. Thank you. There we go. Let's get that chat. Yes. Trillion. Hey, Dave's not here is here. Dave's not here is here, man. Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's get a little where did it go? You know, this happens all the time. Vince says one thing and then the program does another. There it is. So we're going to move this over to here. And I did this. We're going to move that over there. And then I accidentally did this. And we're going to move that over to there. That way I don't do them again. Shell, thank you. Dwight, nice. I absolutely do. I was missing and laughing. Nice. We have rainbows. All right, here we go. I'd like a shiny copper guitar. Yeah, that would be cool too. All right, here we go. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you, Rich. That's for Mom. That's for Eileen. And goes out to Rich as well. All right, Val, what's going on? There we go. I love he plays this song at 10 each Monday. Yes, I shoot for 10 p.m. And yeah, thank you so much, Brienne. Oh, wow. That's cool. Let's see. Where did that go? There it is. Wow, this is amazing. I have not heard him play this. Well, thank you, Kristen. And yes, well, I've been playing this usually at the very end of the show at like midnight. But I moved it up lately because Mom enjoys it. And Mom likes to go to bed at a normal hour. So I moved it up to 10 o'clock. So here we have the Tinkle Spoon for Gary Hubbs. And we're going to have the weekly slurp for my buddy Anthony Rufo, who was here earlier, but he probably went to bed. But he's going to get a slurp. Here you go. Little ASMR for you all in the audience. There we go. All right. Let's get back to the chat. So we have the dog paw in the house. I should tell the story about why I do that song. All right, let's do that. We'll do that for Kristen, because she probably never heard the story about it. Probably, hey Diane, thanks for being here. Awesome. Let's see who else is hanging out. Who's out? Got sidetracked. That was from Mike Shanner. No liver. Oh, all right. I see. Okay. Mom says, beautiful. Thank you, Eileen. Thank you again, Miss Brienne. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dwight. Yeah. Thank you, Rich. Appreciate it. Rhodey, thanks. Thank you. Thank you, BMG Kate. Awesome. I really appreciate everybody in the fantastic comments. Speaking of comments, we're at 697, so we're getting closer to 1,000 at the 107 mark here. So, nice. Let's see. All right, let's bump this up to the end here. Oh, hold on. Benjamin Payne is hanging. Thank you, sir. Hope you're doing well. Where did my screen go? I have a hot corner set up and the whole screen moved out of the way. Whew. All right, let's bring everybody back. There we are. Everybody's back. Benji's on YouTube and on Facebook. Hello. All right. Yes, big hugs to you. A super chat from Shell. Thank you so much. Awesome. So we have 2 super chats up there. Always greatly appreciated, everybody. And a super sticker. Oh, awesome. Kristen, thank you. Fan character bouncing their heart shape. Oh, let's go over here and look at that. Oh, that's cool. It doesn't show it on my software, but I can look at it on YouTube. So I really appreciate that so much. Everybody, you guys and gals rock. M. Miller, hello. You still drinking that mushroom tea? Yes, sir. Every week, just about. No coffee at night. So this is what I have. It's a good boost. It's a healthy boost, and it tastes good. Yeah. You slurp too. Yeah, man. Gotta have the slurp. That's for my good friend Anthony, and the spoon. You know, we call them tinkles. Are from Gary Hubbs for G Hubs, and the spoon matches my guitar, which I'm gonna talk about in a second here because it goes with the whole story. A little black spoon here. There, we can see it better over there. Compliments of the wonderful and fantastic Lori's Mishmash. And if you missed it, go back. I'm sure Eileen can put it in the chat. I had a superb birthday surprise from Eileen and Lori. They were here, right here in the studio, hanging out. So if you missed that show, go back to April 7th and check it out, the birthday show. It was a good time. Eileen and I did some songs at the end, so it's a lot of fun. We had a really good time. Which, by the way, Eileen did a premiere of one of our songs that we did that night on her channel. So go check out her channel. Eileen, put those links all up there for yourself. Yeah. All right, let's see. Fired from... Hold on. There we go. Fired from Moore's Mutual. All right. Just found your channel. Thank you. Love the live stream. Awesome. Thank you. Can I get some Albert King? Not exactly Albert King, but I'm going to do some blues next with this beautiful Les Paul, which I'm going to talk about. So here is the stream for everybody. You can put that up there. Eileen and Lori were here. Hey, Dave. Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in and saying hi. All is very well, thank you. I appreciate you coming by. So Dave De Silva is an original 2018 viewer. I started streaming in 2018, and I've been hanging here every Monday basically ever since. Vince being bossier than me. Yes, I am right now. You have to watch the Monday show from a few weeks ago to get all of that stuff right there that she's saying. But yeah, it's funny stuff. But anyway, Dave was an OG, an original from the show, and he gave me this lapel mic that I used for a very long time until I got the new setup where I'm sitting when I speak and hang with you guys and gals. Yeah. So I do still have it, and I do use it occasionally. So thank you, Dave. That mic has gone miles. It's gone miles. Yeah, since 2018, for real, man. Yep. Yeah, and I gotta check Facebook. They're gonna delete all my videos because I did not stream on YouTube at first. I streamed on Facebook first for many years, and then I started to stream over on YouTube. Yeah. All right. Yes, she did a great job on all the covers. She really did. She sounded great. Dave De Silva, my long-lost brother. William De Silva. Yes. That's awesome. All right, so let's get on with this guitar. So for anybody who's new here and hanging out for the first time, I played Over the Rainbow, which is a Les Paul and Lou Pallow version. And the reason why I play that particular version is because I used to play with Lou Pallow, who was the rhythm guitarist for the Les Paul Trio. And every week we would play, and one week he said to me, "You got to learn Over the Rainbow." And we could do that at the end of every show. Les and I always did that at the end of every show. So I went home and I went through. He said, "Go on YouTube and find one of Les playing it and just learn it and do your thing to it." But I found this particular version that was amazing, and I tried to copy all the licks, note for note, that Les played. And the first night we played it, he looked at me and he goes, "Wow, man, that's everything Les used to do." And then his bass player, Nikki Perrott, when she heard me play it, she started to tear up, which was really cool. And she said, "I haven't heard those licks since Les died." So between what Lou told me and what she told me, I felt like I did it justice. So that's the version. And then that link that Leanie just put up is Lou coming to my gig and playing Guitar Boogie. Now fast forward a couple years into me knowing Lou, and I didn't realize he had a signature guitar model. So Gibson did 400 of these. I have a later one because I came late to the party. And this is number 172. Lou signed the back. His signature is up here on the fretboard at the 12th fret. Gibson wanted to put his name at the top. They were really into putting his name at the top, considering Lou Pallow and Les Paul have the same lettering at the, Lou, Les, Paul, Pallow. So they were going to put his name up there, but Lou refused. he said, "No, this is the Les Paul guitar. That's my friend, and I want his name at the top. Put mine at the 12th fret." So that's how we get Lou's name at the 12th fret. There it is. A little blurry, a little bright because of the lights. Let's try and get that over here somewhere, but you can tell that it's there. There it is. So yeah, so that's the story with this guitar, the Lou Palo Les Paul, and I'm gonna do some blues for our new bud who's joined up. Hopefully you subscribed, which would be fantastic. Fired from Moore's Mutual. Please subscribe, hit the like, share with some people that you may know that would dig instrumental guitar, and it kind of goes across a bunch of genres. You know, I did Living Color before, I do Zeppelin, I do my own originals, so it's pretty diverse. All right, so we're gonna do some blues here on the Les Paul. Here we go. I'm just gonna sit for this one. All right, mute the mic. blues. All right. Let's see. What other blues do we have that we can do with this guitar? Oh, I got one. But I think I'll stand for it, which means I have to change straps. Yeah. It's not quite blues, but it's perfect for this guitar. There it goes. All right. Now we're going to do some originals. Hey, Guitar Man 45. What's going on? Good to see you here. I think we met a while back, but we reconnected possibly over at Larry Mitchell's. Is that right? Larry Mitchell? Yeah. Thanks for coming by. Yes. That Albert Collins. That was such a great great scene. You guys got to look that up. Such a great scene. Still Got the Blues or Parisian Walkway. Oh, we could do Still Got the Blues. But man, I'm going to need... Sounds good over there, my good man. Well, thank you. Very cool. Appreciate it. If I do Still Got the Blues, I'm going to need to switch guitars because this has 10s and Vince plays with 8s. and I just so happen to have a Les Paul strung with 8s. But let's see. Let's try it. We'll try it on here. Let's find it first. There it is. All right. So let's switch straps first of all. Not break anything either. There we go. Okay, let's see how we do here. Let's keep track of things. Let's keep this guitar strap over here with the guitars that I need it for next. And we're going to put on the old Randy Rhoads. The Randy Rhoads guitar strap. Oh, thank you, Brenda. Where is that? Thank you so much for the super chat. More colors, more blues, please. Absolutely. So we have some super chats to go over. We got one from Brenda. We have one from Rich. We have one from Shell. We have one from Kristen. Thank you all so much. And we're at 799 comments. Let's try and get that to 1,000. And, yeah, that's the goal. 1,000. Whew, before an hour and a half. How long have we been streaming? An hour and 23 minutes. Y'all gonna have to chat it up. All right, here we go. We're gonna do some blues. Well, that one's always fun. Ah, yes. Guitar makes me work. But it plays amazing. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Val. I try. I try and be as clean as possible, but doesn't always happen. Doesn't always happen. Alright, so, let's see. Let's see who's here. Oh, hey, Ken Lyons. Ken Lyons, you did Gary Moore proud. He is looking down, smiling. Thanks, Ken. I hope you're doing well. Well, it was great talking to you last week. One of my former students, Ken Lyons. Everybody in the house, Ken Lyons. Let's see. Whoop, there we go. Vince, I met Gary Moore in '86 here in Detroit. Small venue, the Ritz, along with John Sykes. Wow. I think Sykes was just there, was not part of the show. That's great. John Sykes is amazing, or was amazing. So cool. Let's see. If that's for me, thank you so much. Oh my goodness, it's pouring there. I hope it's not too crazy though. We had an insane rain here a couple days ago. First it did it during the night and it woke me up, and then it did like this crazy, like insane downpour in the middle of the day. Rhodey, what's up, Rhodey? Cool. All of my guitars are wishing Vince owned them. That's so great, but thank you. And I'm sure they don't. They love you, my friend. Hey, there was my sister. Hello, Vanessa. Sounds great. I'll watch tomorrow when I get home from work. Good night, everyone. I didn't see you before, so thanks for being here. And when you watch it back tomorrow, you'll hear me say that. All right. Boris 10 Shock, hello. If you're new here, please subscribe, like, and tell a friend. Yeah. Remember that old shampoo commercial? Yeah. Tell a friend about the shampoo, maybe? I don't know. Anyone else holding a guitar right now? I hope so, Mike. I hope at the least that I am inspiring people to play a bit. Chat it up, guys. Thank you, Bonfire. Awesome. All right, so thank you, Eileen, for the hearts. Awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, and this was my dad's favorite, by the way, everybody. Thank you for putting that up there, Eileen. All right, so let's see. I am going to take a quick pause, switch guitars, and come right back since this is about the intermission moment here. So hang on, people. I will be right back. Oh, hold on. What's the chat score? The chat score is 894. So we're getting close to 1,000. And we've been streaming at 1 hour and 33. So I was hoping that at 1 hour and a half we'd have 1,000. So you're about 105 away. So keep chatting. Everybody tell jokes to each other. I'll be right back. Gratitude for your time visiting Vince and each other here. Yes, I really appreciate everybody hanging out here. Oh, yeah. Bonfire's putting up the guns. So I think what we'll do is I think we are going to do an original next. So you guys are awesome with the chats. We are at 901, so we have 99 to go to hit 1,000. I'm going to switch guitars, and hopefully by the time I'm back, I will have closer to 1,000, if not 1,000. Chat it up. Take less than a minute. Be right back.
weapon of mass destruction is human.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for allowing me to take a brief intermission, and I love that you guys dig that tune so much. Thank you. That's an original. Let's see. Where is he? Benji was right. That's Stu Ham on bass. I believe that version has my good friend Roy Van Tassel on the drums. You can check Roy out. He has a YouTube channel, but I keep trying to encourage him to do something. He has a great channel and stop doing stuff. So go over there and tell Roy to get his ass in gear and do some stuff. That's right, Gary. That is right. We've got the official tinkle tinkle for you, buddy. All right. Yes, and we have the slurp, which we already did both of these earlier, but we'll do them again. Because Gary Hubbs is in the house. Ah, yes, sir. All right, so sorry about all the loud ASMR crashing and noises here, but I made a little mess, so we had to clean that up. All right. Yes, James. Question answered. That is Roy Van Tassel on the drums. I'm not sure if Eileen has that link, but if you do, go check out Roy Van Tassel. Yes. Question answered. Yes. All right. Here it is. Vince and Leanie. Yes. We did that together. That was so great. We had such a good time. We're going to have to do some more of that stuff. That would be really cool. AMC Kingdom. Hello. Cheetah. Hello. Let's back up. Let's find AMC. There. AMC Kingdom. Brenda. Hiya, darling. Cool. So cool that people know each other. Angelo, 75. Is that, that's the number of guitar you have, right? You have that guitar, number 75. Stu Ham and Edgar Pineapple. Oh, that's funny. Yes, sir. Stu Ham on the bass. Hey, it's Metalhead Hippie. Good to see you here, Jeff. Thanks for dropping by. That's so awesome. I see the Axe-Fx in the background. Do you still use tube amps? I'm still using tubes. No, I do not use tube amps anymore. I was endorsed by Randall Amps. I had the whole MTS series, which was the modular tube system. I still have it. I have the 4-space or 4 preamp rack with their 252 power amp and the RM100M head with 2 of those 2x12s. And I used to bring either the head or the rack with those cabinets. It's just crazy to bring to clubs now. Nobody wants it that loud. And the Fractal. And I also had to bring a rack full of gear for effects. So the Fractal does it all. I don't need anything else. I don't miss my tube amps at all. I actually recently played through a tube amp at the fantastic and amazing... why can't I think of the name right now? But anyway, doesn't matter where I played it. Oh my God, Chuck Levin's music in... Yeah, Vince can't think. Anyway, tried the tube amp, wasn't really impressed. I was like, I really like the sound of my Fractal better, and I like the feel. The feel of the Fractal feels like a real amp. So I could, well, it would help if it was on. It would help if it was on. Wouldn't it help if it was on? I always mute between songs because, yeah, there we go. All right. Hey, thanks for dropping by. Yeah, I don't really do covers. So I only do select covers, but mostly originals. And if you hang out long enough, you'll see what I do, and then you can maybe ask for something in the vein of what I do. But I love the Foo Fighters. Great stuff. Yeah. Thanks for coming by, and hopefully you'll stick around. Yeah. All right, so let's see. Oh, Marshall guy, I have all the fractals. Larry talked me into getting them all. Yeah, I have them all. I have the stuff that you use without, with an amp actually. So I have the FX8. I have both versions of the FX8. I have the VP4. I got it. I'm just totally digging the fractal stuff. But anyway, I like the fractal stuff to the point where it's direct. So you have it, you know it. I don't have to explain it to you. It's amazing. If you can use it with tube amps and you're into that, that's cool. Yeah. And it sounds great with a tube amp. So many guys do that. Basically, my setup would be the RM4, which has 4 preamp modules in it, which is the original, and don't let anybody tell you any different, which is the original version of the stuff that Vi uses, those 4 module preamps from, I can't think of the name of that company, but Synergy. Yeah. So that MTS stuff was the original. Yeah. All right. So let's do some more tunes. We're going to do another original. Where are you? Where are you? We're going to do Take You There, and this one's going out to Eileen. Let's see, before I get to Take You There, just want to address that we have 1,141 comments, and we're almost at the 2-hour mark. So let's get that up more, higher. Thank you all for chatting. Thank you all for hanging out and coming back. Thank you to all the new people. The birthday stream that had Eileen and Lori here in the room with me. Great stream. We had a lot of fun, and they were very distracting, and it was very difficult to play and be serious. We had so much fun, though. Yes, so I'm going to do another original called Take You There, and this is all about just going to a place that you can really chill and dig, whether it's alone or with somebody else. And just imagine going to that place that is just really a cool, chill, relaxed place. And this would be the song you would play on the drive. Hey, that was an original called Take You There. Hope you all enjoyed it very much. Let's see. Kristen is looking forward to it. Maybe that's to the stream, the live stream for the birthday stream. Maybe, I don't know. Thank you for the 100% and the thangs. Thank you, Rich. Kim's Creation. Hello, what's going on? Kim's Creation. James Myers. Oh, by the way, James, that was Mike Dawson on drums that time. And that might have been my buddy Jeff. Or was that me on bass? I don't remember. Yeah. But there you have it. IT. Guitar Man 45 says, "Oh, happy birthday." No, it's not late. Better late than never. Thank you. Let's see. What's going on? Let's go back here. Ah, yes, here's the birthday stream. Thank you. Awesome. Oh, Seven Dust was here. Hello, Seven Dust. See, I missed some people. I missed Robbie. There he is. Theme from SWAT. You know, I'm working on that one. Well, I'm not really working on it, but I'm putting together a backing track for it. So, eventually I'll play it. Yeah, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. I haven't really learned the song, but yeah, we'll see about that one. That'll be a good one. All right, let's get to the top of the chat here. I must say you are a really good guitarist. Salute. Do you do acoustic as well? When I have to, but I really don't like acoustic, to be honest. I play Parker guitars. That was my original guitar. I was endorsed by them for many years. And thank you, by the way, for the compliment. I really do appreciate that. But I don't use Parker anymore because they're out of business, but I do use them when I need to do like a multi, eclectic type gig because it has the piezo pickup. Hey, I didn't see you before, Ray. Thanks for being here, Ray. All right. Let's see. Sorry I can't contribute to the chat. That's okay. Let's see. Brutal Bob. Miss Leanie, did I just make some points? I don't know what you texted, but I don't see it. Let's see. All right, Mr. Miller. M. Miller, thank you. Then Robbie was in the house. There. I hate missing people. I feel bad. But if I missed you, I apologize and just try and chat when you can. That way I could see you. All right, so what are we going to do next? We are going to do... Where are you? Where is it? We're going to do a couple of my favorites. Are we going to do those? Yeah, I think we're going to do all of these right in a row. I'm just going to play a whole bunch. You guys chat it up. We're going to have some fun here. Where did that go? Damn, I hate when that happens. It's hilarious. Okay, I found it. All right, we're going to have some fun here. We're going to go through a bunch of tunes here, and I may or may not pop back in, but I'm going to be playing, so please keep chatting. 1111, thank you, Leanie. Yeah. And away we go. Bonfire. I saw the Parkers search through your videos. Very innovative back in the 90s. Yes. Looks are an acquired taste. Yes. But they're built amazing. I mean, I have my Parker from my first one from 95. And that thing is ridiculous. It looks brand new. Maybe I'll play that later. Hey, Lori's in the house. Hello, Lori. Hello, Lori. We were just talking about you being here with Eileen and my spoon. Spoon. All right, here we go. Vince, I just picked up a Gibson Firebird a few weeks back, working on getting a Falcon now, but seeing this Pia certainly gave me that itch. And I'll tell you what, this thing is a beast. Quite an amazing instrument. And I love it because it's black and gold like my Les Paul, which was one of my first really good guitars besides my Kramer Pacer Deluxe from the 80s. But this thing is just a beauty. And you can check out the fretboard here a little closer. It changes colors. See that? It's pretty wild. And the pickups, those are etched, by the way. Those are etched out. Pretty crazy stuff. Yeah. So let's see. All right, so where are the originals I wanted to do? Okay, so we're going to do these two back to back. We're going to do an original and a cover. And that didn't work at all. Why did that do that? Let's try that again. There we go. All right, we're going to do an original and a cover. This one is called Autumn Drive. Yeah, here we go. All right, little original there, Autumn Drive. Thank you all so much. Thank you, James. Bonfire. Vince, Eileen, Lori, I have to go. Thanks, everyone. Have a great night. Well, thank you, AMC Kingdom. Thank you for being here. Good to see you. All right. Let's see. Anybody else drop in that I did not see or say hi to? Maybe not. Hey, I did not see Kahana before. Hello, what's up? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. It's been raining forever here. Stopped a little, but too wet to mow. Oh, all right, yeah. All right. Going back a bit here. Okay, looks like I caught everybody. We are at 1394 in the comments section, so thank you all for chatting it up. Really appreciate it. We have a good crowd, as always, hanging out. Jerry, hello. Hello, Jerry. Thanks for stopping by. Awesome. All right. So we're going to do, what are we going to do here? I don't feel like doing that one. That's why I stopped, because I changed my mind. So we're going to do a song for Lori. That's what we're going to do. Because I haven't done this in a while. So we'll get the copyright police after me. All right. We're going to do a few for Lori, actually. Because I always do a good amount for Eileen. So let's see. We're going to do this. We are going to move a couple things around. Can I move them around? Let's see. If I do this, can I drag it? Look at that. Did it work? It worked. Imagine that. It worked. All right. And that worked. Ooh, look at that. Oh God, Journey. Yes, Journey. It's so hilarious. All right. Yes, we're going to do Journey, but we're actually going to do something else too. Yeah. Alright, so it's not working. Don't know why it's not working. Hugh! Hello, Vince. Tuning in from my pit nursing the effects of dental work. Oh, bummer. Well, feel better, man. Thank you for stopping in. It's like 4 in the morning for you, isn't it? You're in Scotland. That's crazy, but thank you. Oh, why isn't this working? Oh, what's the deal? I really don't know why this is not working. Let's try this again. Go here. Go here. And it's loading and it blinks and it goes away and it blinks and it goes away and it... I don't know what's going on. I have the urge to ask, can I make a request for classic thrash metal? You could, but I won't play it because that's not my genre and I really don't play thrash metal well. So we're going with a lot less of a metal thing right now. I don't know if this is going to work. Let's see what happens. Lead guitar is muted. Everything else looks weird. I'm going to try it. I don't know what's going to happen.
It's not in the way
Oh, that was fun. Thank you all for hanging out. I see there's some new peeps hanging. Where did that go? Where did he go? Humping to please. Well, thank you for being here. Who else? Yeah, you guys should chat. You got to come to Gary's show on Friday nights at 2 a.m. No. Yeah, 2 a.m. Eastern Time. Yeah. Gary rocks. Gary is the man. Hello, John. Good evening. Let's see, is this loading? I'm doing this to waste some time because my software is acting up. Hey, that one loaded. Let's see. All right. I don't think I missed anyone. But if I did, I'm sorry. I always apologize. But that's what my moderators are for. They introduce everybody and address everybody. Because I'm playing. I can't see everyone. All right, here we go. that one's fun. Let's see. Let's see. Let's do... Ooh, I got one that I haven't done in a while. Here we go. Is it here? Where are you? We're even going to change guitars for this one. Pulp Fiction, the fast one. Yeah, we could do that next. Alright, let's see. We are at 1,633 comments. Thank you so much for hanging out and chatting. Love to all of you guys and gals. I really appreciate your wonderful comments. Thank you, Lori. Michelle, your guys still want to cover that. I start my part soon. Awesome, yes. Yep, I'm trying to get Roy on board. If not, we will get James on board. James, that would be you. But I'm trying to get Roy get Roy involved and get him some folks over to his channel. Yeah. All right, so let's see. There were lots of blasts of comments right there. All right, so I'm going to play one for Gary Hubs because Gary rocks. Everybody should go check out Gary on Friday night. Take a nap, come back at 2 a.m. and check out Gary. Yep, here's my spoon, a little stir. The ASMR tinkles for Gary. And we're stirring like mad here. And the black spoon, a gift from the fabulous Lori's Mishmash when she was here for my birthday, along with Eileen. And I'm going to figure out a way to make a whole shit ton of money. Not sure how I'm going to do that yet, but we're going to have Eileen, Lori, Metalhead Hippie, and Gary here in the studio for real. Not just green screened in like we did for Toto. But I'm going to figure out how we can do that. Get everybody here in the studio for my birthday next year. That's right. So if anybody has any ideas how I can make a bunch of money so my friends don't have to pay for tickets to get here, you let me know in the comments. Or just get those super chats going. I'll put all the money toward their visit. All right, so here, this one's going out to Gary. This is going to go out to Gary. First, I have to find it. There it is. All right. Here we go. You're welcome. Thank you for helping out every week. I appreciate it. And Gary Hubs rocks. So make sure you go check out Gary. If you can't stay up late, then go check out Gary's channel anyway. And go comment on it. Yeah, that's right. Love what you hear. Have a few extra coins shaking in those linty pockets. Yes, please do a super chat. Appreciate it. That would be awesome. And to those who have done the super chat, let's go through it because one just came in from Kim's Creations. Thank you so much. Yes, next year's birthday party fund so I can get my friends here in the same room and we could play some tunes together. That would be really cool. Yes, so we had Rich with a super chat up front. We had Shell with a super chat. We had Kristen with a super chat. And we had Freedom Redbird Brenda. Come on, what happened? There it is. Thank you all so much for the super chats. We are at 1798, 1799. One more. Let's get it to 1800. Come on, 1800 before I play the next song in the comment section. Oh, I saw a couple new people drop in, so let's go back. Where did they go? I know they were new because I didn't see them earlier. Where is he at? Okay, so I see OU812. Hey, I watched your replay of your jam on Sunday. Pretty cool stuff, man. Yeah, go check out OU812's channel. He has a cool thing going. He streams, I believe, 3 times a week. Go check him out, everybody. And, you know, I might do some Van Halen. I haven't played this in a really long time, so I might really suck at it. Metalhead Hippie. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for dropping by. Let's see. All right. Let's jump back to the top of the chat. I'm going to grab another guitar. And yes, check him out. Check out everybody. All of these people mostly have channels. Les has a channel. Boston Trouble. All right. Here we go. Let's see. What are we going to do? Are we going to do this? Where are you? Already did that. Here it is. Let's see if it loads. Let me grab another guitar. I guess we can leave the mic on while I'm grabbing another guitar. Let's mute the guitar first. I'm not blowing out ears. Get that out of the way. Let's get a guitar happening. Yes, another guitar. There is always room for another guitar. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. There is always room for another guitar. What in the world happened to this? It's all messed up. Okay, that's much better. We may need to tune this beast a little bit, but, you know, I grabbed this guitar so you know what it's time for. Hopefully I can do it, because I have not played this song in a really long time. But let's do some tuning. We need to definitely tune. We're having that springtime issue, which is everything goes a little crazy with the moisture. Yes, there I said it, moisture. And this room is not damp by any means. It's just the way wood works. Sorry, folks. Got a tune. You don't want me playing out of tune. Playing out of tune is terrible. Yes, Lori, I have your card. Is it still down here? The moist birthday card. The best birthday card ever. Are you going to be difficult? Then I'm going to have to switch guitars. Wow, it's really being rough on me tonight. That's what happens when you don't play guitar, or this guitar. One more time. Then Vince is going to get really frustrated and put it down. That's better. Now let's see what happens when I lock it up. Let's see what happens when we lock it up. Are you going to go shop on me? Shop. Shop. Close enough for rock and roll. Let's see what happens. It's not going to be good. Well, that one's always fun to play. And since I don't practice, whew, it's always a hit and miss on how well I play it. So I hope everybody enjoyed that. Thank you all for the chatting. Chatting it up. Thank you so much. So let's see. Eileen had a song drop this week for her Freestyle Friday thing that she does, and that was actually on a different day this week. But you can go back, check out her channel, and you will see the video, and it's live from here. So very cool. Thank you for posting that. That's a great clip. Not because I'm on it, but because you sound great. And then what do we have? We have Midnight Fridays, Lori's Mishmash. And then at 2 a.m. we have Gary Hubs in a parking lot in Canada. Rain, snow, doesn't matter. Sandstorm, he's out there. So it was adorable. Thank you. It was a lot of fun. Here's the link, people. Go check it out. Let's see. There's some comments here. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. It must be difficult to get a decent handle on the levels live. If you're talking about in here, no. It's usually okay. But the track should have had everything except the guitar removed. So that's the vocals. Unless my guitar was too loud, then that's a problem. But I have everything LEDs leveled out, so usually everything's really, really on point. But, yeah. Anyway, what's the story with the EVH? Alright, so the EVH, every guitar that I own has a story. So this guitar was purchased, or attempted to be purchased, the day Edward died. I got on the phone with one of my students who worked at Sam Ash, and I'm like, dude, I gotta have one of these guitars because I'm sure they're gonna sell out. So there were 2 left in the entire chain, and one was at his store. So he's ringing me up, taking my credit card number, and it's sold. Then he went to go do it for the store in LA, and that sold. So he put it on order. But he said, hey, I have the black and white one, which is the original Frankenstrat. That was the first version of this guitar. So if you follow the Edward type stuff, Eddie had this guitar, and then another guitarist started copying him. Also, Charvel wanted to put one out, I believe. And Ed just was like, I don't want anybody having the same guitars I have, so he did this to it. So a year later, this thing came in. So I waited a year, but I did get that one like the next day. I went down to Sam Ash in Paramus, which was an old stomping ground of mine, and they went out of business. There's no more Sam Ash stores. I think the only store left is the original one in Long Island. Yeah, but that's it. So yeah, so hopefully I did that Van Halen Hot for Teacher justice. The beginning was weird for me for some reason. Don't know why. I guess the volume in here wasn't loud enough for the backing track, so I lost the tempo when I was playing the tapping part. But I know I can play it. Anyway, let's see. Holy cow, it's 2 hours and 47 minutes already. My goodness, we still have a good crowd here, and it's 1985 according to the comments. So let's get that going. 1987, another good year. Or was it Women and Children First Frankenstrat? First one like this? No, definitely wasn't that. I think it was like Diver Down. Because the first album had the white guitar Van Halen 1 had the white guitar. And Van Halen 2 may have had the white guitar and the Ibanez Destroyer that he destroyed and turned into that mess of awesomeness. But I'm sure you can Google it and see what that is, because I don't remember it for sure, but I don't think it was the first or second album. Yeah. The year I graduated. Well, you guys tell me, because I'm not sure. But I know the first Van Halen album was recorded with a white and black prototype that he just made himself, with a Strat neck with the large headstock, and it had a Gibson sticker on it. Eddie just wanted to mess with everybody, so that was his whole thing. So he put a Gibson sticker on a Strat headstock, and the guitar wasn't a Strat, and it was the first guitar to have a humbucker in it. Eddie did do that. So, all right. So let's see. We got about 10 minutes left. I'm going to do 2 songs. Where are we here? I'm going to do 2 songs. What 2 songs am I going to do? All right. I'm going to do an original. Where's my original at? There it is. Yeah, we're going to do this guy. And then we're going to do... Where is it? Let's put that in a row. Cool. So we're going to do Zero Gravity. I'm going to grab the other guitar. 1978 was when the first Van Halen album came out. Put this down. I know I'm probably not in the loop of the conversation. All right, let's put this guy down. Putting this guy down. And we will go with this guy here. All right. I hope everybody had a great night tonight. I know I had fun. It's always fun playing with and for you guys. And one more time, we will run down the super chats, and we will thank Rich, and we will thank Shell, and we will thank Kristen, and thank you to Brenda, and thank you to Kim's Creations for the fantastic super chats. We are at 2025, the year in which we are in, and we also have 2025 comments right there. You were the 2025th commenter. Alrighty. Thank you, Eileen. Appreciate it. Alright, so let's see. Hopefully I saw everybody. If you're still here and you haven't been shouted out, now's the time to do it. So say hi in the chat real quick. We're ending in a few minutes. And if you don't want to say hi, that's cool too. If you're just chilling, enjoying the music, enjoying my banter, that is also very cool and appreciated. Yes, you guys smashed it. We are way over 20. We're getting to like 2050 close. So keep chatting, people. Awesome. Yes, gratitude for the super chatters and everyone who spent time with us tonight. Yes, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Eileen, for being a fantastic moderator, as well as Gary Hubbs and Lori's Mishmash, and the occasional appearance of Jeff, the Metalhead Hippie. Really appreciate all you guys and gals for helping me out, and for everybody who hangs out. Let's see. What's that classic song you always play? I love that one. Maybe it's Sleepwalk. Is that the one? Because that's what I'm going to do next. Because that's the closer of the show. Sleepwalk. Sleepwalk is the closer for the evening. I just looked at the time. I'm not even going to do the original. I'm going to do Sleepwalk. This always goes out to Eileen. Right. Yes. Lurk shredding. Awesome. Bonfire. Thanks. Awesome. I appreciate you all hanging out. All right. So, I don't know. Kristen, is that the one? Oh, not Kristen. Kim. Kim's Creation asked. What's that classic Vince song you play? I love that one. I'm not sure if it's an original song or if it's... Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh, Bonfire seems to think it's the one with the laser. And I did that already. Well, everybody, have a great night. And I appreciate you all. And we're going to do Sleepwalk to calm it all down. Bring it down. Bring it down. Chill. Everybody dance. And I'll play you this one and call it an evening. Here we go. Thank you everybody for hanging out. Really appreciate it. we will all convene again next Monday. So please be well, be kind, be patient, be tolerant, and be good to yourselves. I'll catch you all next time. Thank you all so much for hanging out. We are at $21.99 in the comments. Chief Daddy approves. Yes, 12/12. It is 12/12. All right, everybody. Richie! I got to get that sound bite and put it into my stuff here instead of applause. All right, everybody. Have a great night, and I really appreciate everybody. Take care. See ya.